Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is the 1-year ownership review on my 2021 Ford Bronco. It's crazy to think we've had this thing for a year already. We've done quite a few upgrades to it so far. So we're going to do a little walk around here for you and then just talk about my ownership experience so far. But here is a quick look at the before and after photos. Alright guys, so if you haven't been with us on the channel all the way through picking up the Bronco last fall, some of the upgrades that we've done on this is a 2-inch zone lift, and then we did the VenomRex bronze 17-inch wheels here. We did do the Wrangler Goodyear tires, the Territory MTs. Those are the same tires that are on the Sasquatch package. So they say it's a 35-inch tire, but really it's closer to 34. But I think they look pretty darn good. I like the bronze on the cactus gray. It turned out pretty good. The offset on this VenomRex wheel is a 0 offset, and we talked about this in the video before, but it has a nice little poke there with the stock fender flares on the big bend. So I thought I was going to go with the Sasquatch flares, but it looks good with the stock flares, so we're leaving those alone. We did do the guards down here to kind of clean up that unfinished look of the rocker panel there. So those look a lot better than the factory. And then we just did a few decals like the Bronco script, and then we did the hood, blacked out hood decal. And then recently, if you didn't see that last video we did here, we did the Badlands grill install. That's an aftermarket kind of a Badlands clone grill that was pretty easy to install, so it turned out pretty good. But yeah, most of our time was spent this summer with the top all the way down. We had the soft top all the way off. Got to enjoy it on the nice days, and it was definitely a fun cruiser. And you guys know it does awesome off-road as well. We haven't been able to take it hardcore off-roading yet, but it's been definitely a fun cruiser with the top down, I can say that. So as for the ownership experience so far, I have no complaints, honestly. You've heard some horror stories about like the 2.7 liter, the V6 having issues. This has the 2.3 liter 4-cylinder turbo. Haven't had any engine issues. Everything's been solid. The only thing we've done on it so far is an oil change at 5,000 miles. I'll have a link to the description if you want to see that oil change process. We videoed that for you. But overall, we haven't had to take it to the dealer for anything warranty related, which is good. So any other things to note for the 1-year ownership? I would say in the winter time, it is very cold in there with the soft top. If you're used to having like rear climate control, AC and heat, the Bronco doesn't offer that option. So it definitely gets cold for the rear passengers. And then they say that the soft top's sealed, but I can tell you for sure that in the super windy days, even in the winter, I've seen snow coming in the cabin from underneath the soft top. So it would come in underneath this flap here, and you've heard the horror stories, and this thing's sealed properly the way it's supposed to be from the factory, but air can still lift up under there if it's that windy and it hits it just right. So something to note if you're going with the soft top in a colder climate, that it can get kind of cold and drafty in there sometimes. So as for any options that I wish I would have had on this, probably the big ones would have been the hard top. I still wish I would have had the hard top. And then the automatic climate control, I do kind of miss that. This is just the Big Bend with the old school climate. So those are two options I probably would have had installed if I would have ordered one. So the only other thing I can think of to mention with the 1 year ownership review is it gets hideous gas mileage. That's partially due to we only drive it in town, and then the other fact that we lifted it and put the 35-inch tires on there. So we did not do ourselves any favors with gas mileage. So you don't buy a Bronco for the gas mileage. And this is the 4-cylinder, so I can't even imagine what the 6-cylinder is like. But that's with the 10-speed. Even on the highway, this thing maybe, if you have a good wind or no wind, you might be getting 18 miles to the gallon on the highway with the big tires and a little bit of a lift. So just know that it's not going to be a gas saver. All right, guys, that about does it for the 1 year ownership review video. If you guys have any questions or comments about the new Bronco, shoot them down below and I'll get them answered for you. If you guys are new to the channel, I'll have all my other Bronco videos linked. You can take a look at those, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.